Well, hey there, everyone, and welcome to the VIP Trade Room with Roger Scott and Matt Horton. Now, today is Friday, February 27th, and my name is Raleigh White, and I'm coming to you live from a beautiful day here in Austin, Texas, and I am going to be your moderator today. Now, in today's session, Roger's going to be covering a range of topics, including his midday market analysis and an updated watch list. And then, folks, we're going to have some fun. We're going to switch right to a lightning round. We're going to give you all the opportunities to share with us your favorite stock, and we're going to do a real-time analysis. And then we're going to follow that up. We've got Kane Shea coming, and he's going to be giving us a very special presentation in what is going to be a shortened VIP session today. So anyway, we've got a great agenda, a lot of fun. Start thinking about those stocks. And when we tell you, post them in the chat panel, and I'll go ahead and record them in the order that I receive them. Now, if you've got any questions during Roger's presentation, please type them in the chat window, and we'll address them periodically throughout the session so as to not interfere with Roger's presentation. And remember, folks, that the chat is open to everyone, and we do have some ground rules. Always be kind and supportive in your posts. Please keep to the topic, no political discussions whatsoever, and also keep that side chit chat between one or two of you to a minimum, because all it does is interfere with the rest of us that are trying to listen hard to the information and the education that Roger is sharing, because after all, he's here to give us an edge in the markets and to help us all become much more confident and consistent in our trading activities. Now, for those of you that were with us this morning for Roger's 8 o'clock pre-market briefing, will note that there were several catalysts that we needed to be aware of. On chips, we noted that Micron and Intel were both down about 1% coming into the open. In tech, we saw that Intuit was down 3%, but Block, which trades as XYZ, was up a whopping 18%. Folks, that's an S&P 500 company up 18%. On the consumer side, we did see that Netflix was up 7%. On the international front, we noted that the Euro stocks were slightly down, still just below all-time highs, and that the Asian markets closed slightly up in both Shanghai and Tokyo. As far as the Fed is concerned, we had producer price index information coming out. We had the Chicago PMI data coming out and construction spending information. And for those of you that are wondering, what's the purpose of these catalysts and what do you do with them? Well, from Roger's perspective, any information that is either known or will become known during today's trading session, but is not yet priced into the market, well, folks, that represents a volatility flashpoint that we definitely need to be aware of. So when we're looking at taking stocks, for example, that might be associated with one of these catalysts, well, that might give us cause for pause. Anyway, when Roger moved on to his pre-market stock watch list, we noted that there were only 14 tickers on the stock today, 3 to the short side and 11 to the long side. And what was interesting here is Roger says, man, it is really hard trying to find stocks. Why? Because on the short side, when he was looking at stocks, he said some of them were so steep in their decline, he didn't trust those as continuations. He likes to these things that are declining on a more gradual basis as opposed to those stocks that are a falling knife. And so from that standpoint, he only saw 3, TCOM, PISA, and HOG. On the long side, it was the same type of a situation. There were a lot of opportunities to the long side, but many of them were way too toppy. In other words, he likes to see them not overextended. He likes to see them a little bit lower in their range, but nonetheless, he saw 11. And the 3 that are underlined, whether it's ROST, AHR, or CMI, those were basically his favorites today. So just to be clear here, folks, these are legitimate tickers that Roger's got his eyes on. It doesn't mean they're ready for prime time, doesn't mean he's going to trade them, but they are certainly setting up to be potential trades that he would take. And if he takes any of these, once again, more than likely, he'll post that in the trading pit or in any of the other premium alert services that he supports. As far as Roger's pre-open thoughts are concerned, well, we noted that the futures markets were weaker across the board on volatility. So it didn't matter whether we were talking about the Dow, the NQ, or the S&P 500, they were all down, not randomly, sharply. We also noted that the put to call ratio was balanced, but the VIX was up sharply above that 21 level. We did also note that on the good news that the bonds were up, but that the SPY and the QQQ were kind of falling off their recent highs, still in range at key support. So once again, he's not seeing this as a market crash. Everything is staying in their range, which is very high up on these, but they're at the lower end of the range. He also noted that the sector rotation was starting to shift a bit now, more in favor of defensive stocks. Earlier this week and late last week, we saw more of a rotation with spec stocks moving higher. But as we come into the open today, defensive stocks were occupying some of the top positions. As far as momentum is concerned, companies that were setting 20 and 90-day highs continue to outpace significantly companies that are posting 20 to 90-day sell-offs or lows. So once again, the momentum is encouraging there, but he does actually say, guys, be cautious. In today's environment, we're talking about today, Friday the 27th, he's basically saying, look, this is all about capital preservation. This is no time to be frisky or take gambles in the markets because once again, it's really find trades, and particularly swing trades. And I love this quote of the day. It's hard to surf when there are no waves. And that's something, guys, you could just basically put that above your computers because that's what we're seeing. When Roger looks back over the past several months and says, look, the S&P is trading at near all-time highs in a range, but it's just chopping sideways in there. It's almost impossible to find, good swing trades to take. And this is not a recent phenomenon. It's been going on for the past several months. As a matter of fact, Roger confesses that this is some of the more difficult times he has found to find trades in recent memory. So we're delighted to have you all here with us today. We've got a shortened agenda today, but it's going to be fun. Roger's going to start by basically sharing with us his midday market analysis, which will be interesting. And he's also going to give us his updated watch list for this afternoon. And then, folks, we're going to go into a lightning round. I'm basically going to ask you all to post your favorite ticker, just one per person, and put that in the chat panel. I will log those, sequentially as they come in, and I'm going to feed those to Roger. Kane's going to be with us as well. And then we're going to do a quick real-time analysis on your stock selections. And that's always a lot of fun. And then, as I mentioned, Kane's going to be joining us, and he's going to be giving us a very special presentation. So if you've got any questions during Roger's presentation, please type them in the chat window, and we'll address them periodically throughout the session so as to not interfere with Roger's presentation. Also, folks, remember that the chat is open to everyone, and we have some ground rules. Always be kind and supportive. Always keep to the topic. No political discussions allowed whatsoever. And please keep your side conversations to a minimum. All it does is interfere with the rest of us that are trying hard to focus on the education information that Roger's sharing. Because after all, folks, he's here to give us an edge in the markets and to help us all become much more confident and consistent in our trading activities. And with that, let's say hi to the team. We've got Matt there. We've got there Roger. Matt, I know you've been busy today. I've been keeping tabs on you. Got a nice trade this morning in the Trading Zone Live. You've got another trade that's on that's looking nice. So way to go there, buddy. Good day for a Friday.
Really choppy today. Yeah. By the way, folks, can I just ask you really quick? Did you guys get your emails and your SMS alerts? Because I see the room being really, really light. We usually have about 300 people. Let me know. Volume is down. That's right, Ken. It is down.
No. Your microphone volume is down.
Oh, can you hear me too?
Oh, yeah. And you're pretty hot. Or you were just hot.
And you know what? My thing is off. Hold on one second. Power went out last night. Hold on. Give it a second. Yeah, that's what you always.
There it is.
There you go.
Can you guys hear me okay now?
Yes.
All
Perfect.
right. You should be hearing me the way you normally hear me now.
Yep. Don't touch
Yeah, I was on
anything.
the yeah, I was on the wrong mic. I was on the webcam mic because we had a power outage last night. You got emails and not Telegram, SMS. Want to make sure you guys got SMS. No SMS or email. Let me see. If one, let's see. I can't get a clear answer. I got text and email today. Okay. All right. All right. If you guys are not getting your emails or text alerts, please let us know. Okay. I just want to make sure they went out because the room is really light. Usually we get a lot more people, even on Fridays.
Well, they're coming in,
Yeah.
but
And
we got a lot to cover, so
we
no
do
time
have
to
a lot
wait.
to cover. So let's get into it right now. So folks, I'm going to do something really cool. We're going to have a session. We're going to have a session on. One second. Anyway, a session on picking your favorite stock. Well, picking your favorite stocks, and I'm going to go through your favorite stocks. So go ahead and start giving Raleigh a list, and I'm going to go over it. All right.
Yeah, and folks, just give me one and give me your favorite, guys. And I'm going to record these in the order that I receive them. And it is do you want to do a market analysis or you want to jump right into this, Roger?
No. You go ahead and write them down, and I'll do a quick market analysis while you're
Okay.
doing that. Okay.
All right,
So
perfect.
I was going to say that, but you've already beat me to it. Okay. SPY is bouncing again. I know this sounds really exciting, and you guys but we're just hitting the 100-day again. We're doing the exact same thing we've been doing in this range. I mean, nothing different. And to add insult to injury, this is the lovely price action we're seeing today, intraday. So it's like on a daily chart we have choppiness, and on an intraday chart we have choppiness. To be quite honest with you, I'm a little amazed that Matt is able to even squeeze money out of the market today with this market, because this market is shit. Excuse my French. Like, this is just terrible
Merde.
price action. Yeah, you never have to worry about what I'm thinking. I'll always tell you, you never have to worry about it. All right. So please make sure to give Raleigh your stock, but this is really bad. RSP is looking really good, actually. Still very choppy, but it's looking pretty good. Not looking bad at all. Mags are breaking the 200, but we are making a higher low. As long as this is the pivot and we don't go lower, this will be okay. As a matter of fact, I'm okay with this. This is fine. We can keep doing that as long as the 200 keeps going up and we make higher highs. But overall, I don't like this. I don't like what we're seeing. I don't like what we're seeing here at all. Okay. All right. All right. So this is not looking bad. SMH. As long as we don't go break this level right here, we'll be okay. And we're holding on to the VWAP. So SMH is actually looking pretty good. And healthcare is looking pretty good. What I don't like is the financials. They're coming off again. This is not good right here. And we're below the 200-day. So there's a very, very mixed market right now. The market is not. Oh, okay. One second. Close. But I don't like the current market structure in terms of the choppiness factor. You could see right here on the QQQ. I mean, look at this. This is real choppiness right here. Matt, are you long right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I figured you were long. So this is just a lot of choppiness right here. A lot of choppiness right here. And I don't really like it. So as far as I'm concerned, the market is just going nowhere right now. Nowhere fast. The QQQ needs to get above the 50-day moving average, which is right here. That level is about 216. Mags have to get above this level right here, which is 64. I mean, theoretically, they have to get above here, above the 100-day 65 level. But I'll be happy with them getting above here. SPY isn't doing bad. It's just not doing anything. Again, it just has to we need to get back up here. I mean, this is all-time highs right here. So we don't really need to do anything. And um, RSP is doing fine. It's doing fine. And the reason it's doing fine is because healthcare and basic materials are really leading. Okay? Really, 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 really leading. Okay? By the way, we took a nice profit. We took like a 5 or 6 point profit on Western Digital today in the pit. I got some nice emails. We took another profit on EDSA. That's a small cap in high flyers, and I believe Matt got out unscathed on what was that stock, Matt, that we were down on?
GM.
GM on General Motors. We had a short and we got out unscathed, which was really good. So just FYI, folks, we're still doing pretty well. It's just it's very difficult right now. There's not a lot of going on. And as I said this morning, when I was looking at stocks, there just wasn't that many on the short side. So the short side is very limited, in my opinion. But to the upside, I saw a lot of stocks that look like they already ran their trend or choppy. So it was kind of combination of stocks that have been, and most of them were healthcare stocks or energy stocks or basic material stocks, not tech stocks. Okay, not tech stocks. So again, I'm simply at this point in time, I'm simply just buying time, trading intraday, and trying to keep my head down. This is not a time to be frisky. Imagine right now you're in Houston, and I'm going to mention Houston because I know Houston gets really nasty hurricanes once every 10 years or so. And my wife has a best friend that lives in Houston. And what do you do when there's a nasty hurricane or a storm in Houston? You don't go outside. You stay indoors. So same thing. You try not to. You try not to. This is not a time to show everybody how great of a trader you are. This is a time to chill. This is a time to be low position size, duck and cover, only high volume opportunities, only when there's clear non-randomness, only trade against the trend. You might have noticed I've been trading a little differently in the pit the last couple of sessions because of the choppiness, which I usually don't do. Anyways, I don't want to. I think you guys all get the point. It's Friday. The market feels like a Friday. Let's live to fight another day and preserve our capital. All right, Raleigh, let's do our.
Let's go. Well, we got a bunch of tickers here, Roger. We're going to start right off with NVIDIA, NVDA.
Oh boy, we're coming in hot.
Coming in hot.
Yeah, coming in hot and heavy. Just choppy. This, you see, this to me, this is just one big blob right here. Just choppy. And I mean, the price action was so ugly beforehand too. This is just chop. This is just clear unforeseeability. We don't know what's going to happen. Wait and see mode. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Next one, CN. CIEN.
CIEN. Oh, Sienna. Yeah, Sienna. I like Sienna. I like Sienna a lot, actually. This is one of the healthcare stocks that actually I was referring to. They all look really good. If you look, Pfizer looks really good. Johnson & Johnson looks really good. These stocks are looking really, really good. So yeah, Sienna is looking good as well. I know this is partly healthcare. I know they have some healthcare exposure, but yeah, it looks good. I like the stock. I like the stock quite a bit, actually. It looks good. It looks like it wants to. It looks like it wants to round. No, it has tech exposure. Healthcare exposure. It looks like it wants to make a rounder area right here. I like it, but I would wait for a confirmation. I would maybe look for another lower close or maybe get it around the 8-day right here. I would wait for some confirmation. All right, let's
next one, FLS.
I liked it here. I don't really love it that much here. It's bouncing off the 15. It needs to regain the 90 level before I would want to go in on it.
Okay. Next one, Dell, DELL, active today.
Yeah, very active. It had really good news. I would not be. I mean, I like this stock for a day trade. Volume is good. Maybe wait for it to get to the VWAP. That would be a great entry today. I It's okay. I mean, it doesn't look bad, actually. It doesn't look that overextended. It doesn't look bad. It still doesn't look bad. I'd probably wait for a pullback on it, but I like the volume and I like what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm. Next one, General Motors, GM.
Yeah, so far you guys aren't doing that bad. I'm not going like,
no.
what? What is this? No. You guys are good. This is the one we were short and it was going up, down, up, down, up, down. And finally we were able to get out unscathed. Anytime I can get out unscathed when a stock goes against me 30, 40%, I'm very happy. So we just got out, I think, break even or made like 3-4% on this. But it's choppy. I wouldn't do anything with this stock right now. Look at it. It's just going up and down when you see a stock going up and down the 50-day moving average, that's a really good clue that there's nothing going on.
Mm-hmm. The next one is SoFi, SOFI.
This is the one I really like right now. Just FYI, if you guys are interested, that's the one I really like right now. Okay. All right. SoFi. Let's look at SoFi. SoFi looks like a very nice short. Looks like a beautiful short. Looks like something I would take right now. Well, you guys are getting a lot better. You guys are getting so much better. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It took 2 years, but you're getting better. All right. Let's go.
IKT.
IKT. I'm not really that familiar with this stock.
Neither was I.
It's very choppy. It looks like a smaller.
That's a small cap.
Yeah, small cap stock. I don't want to do small caps. I want to do large caps. We have these things you can't gauge them the same way. They're a whole different animal.
Right.
Yeah, large caps.
All right. So then we'll flip 180 degrees. Amazon, AMZN.
All right, Amazon. Look how it's hugging the what is this? This is what is this level here? Here, let me erase all. Okay. That's better. It's just consolidating below the 200-day moving average. I mean, I would start looking for short opportunities if it breaks down a little more, but not yet. Short opportunities. Now, if it starts coming up here on volume, like volume up here, I would take a gap to green, but it has to have volume like this, and it has to be green like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. MPC.
MTC. Basically, it's not doing anything right now.
MP is in Peter.
Oh, MPC.
Yeah.
That's better. Yeah, this is a nice large cap. It's coming around right here. It's a little choppy, but I understand what they're looking at. They're trying to see a reversal. It's not looking bad, but I think you can find better energy stocks than this. But it's not bad. It's not bad.
Okay. IBIT. IBIT.
Ooh, it's a little gappy, and it looks like it's consolidating right now, and it looks like it wants to go down again. I would only be taking this to the downside right now. I would wait for a little more volume. A little more volume. Okay.
Okay. So one of everybody's favorite chip stocks, Micron, MU.
Micron, choppy, no directional buy. One of my favorite stocks. Choppy, no action. You see why the market's so choppy? Because all the stocks are choppy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Interesting how that works. Next one, Netflix.
Approaching the 100-day moving average, good volume. I would probably wait for it to break the 100-day or just scalp it if volume was good. But volume is coming off as the day goes on, so there's no love there.
Okay. Next one, Caterpillar, CAT.
Cat. The old cat.
The old cat.
It looks like it wants to. Now, this is. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about this. This is a setup right here. So Caterpillar looked like it wanted to go up here. Here was like a little rounder area, right? You could have put a VWAP right here, and you could have gotten a long here, but it didn't confirm and it broke. Now you see how it's breaking right now. So this is where we would exit if we were long. If just pretend we were long Caterpillar, we would start thinking about exiting right here. And I'm noticing a lot of the times that when when we can't get it up here and we start breaking the 15-day, we get a nice move to the downside. We get a really nice move to the downside. Very similar, actually, how this stock is doing the opposite right here. So imagine you went short here, and you see how it broke the 15, and how the 15 and the 8 crossed and it went back up. Well, that was what was the ticker symbol, Raleigh? It was
For who? For
just now a second ago that you gave us a Micron, right?
Micron,
No.
yeah.
No,
Netflix
it wasn't.
and Cat.
No, Cat. It was
Cat.
Cat. It was Cat. So you see how Cat is doing the same thing, just the other way around.
Mhm.
Looks like it wants to break it down, can't. So I'm actually starting to look for patterns where the 8 and when the 8 starts, where we have liftoff here, we can't get it up, and then the 8 starts coming below the 15, and we have a liftoff to the downside. So that's another pattern I'm going to start trading, and but I need volume, and we don't have that. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, if this thing doesn't come back up, we may have a nice short if the 8 crosses the 15 or starts looking like it's crossing the 15.
Excellent, Roger. Excellent. Good
Okay.
suggestion, folks. Next one, big company, Google.
But right now, it's just nasty chop breakdown. Google's right between the 50 and the 100. It's just consolidating. It's not really doing anything, which is actually really good for credit spreads. We have a credit spreads. I just need Google to go a little bit higher. But I like Google for a credit spread, not for directional bias. For directional bias, it's garbage.
Okay.
Nothing. But it's doing a great job holding the 100, and there's really good support here. Okay.
Next one, Walmart, WMT.
There we go. That looks like a nice A-line, actually. Just needs to go a little higher. But I like Walmart. Matt, make a note, okay? I may be able to stick this somewhere. I know, that sounds awful. That sounds awful.
It's like
Go ahead.
in a good
Next
way.
one. Yeah,
Next
in a good
one,
way, yes.
Broadcom, AVGO.
Just very choppy. There's nothing here except whoops, what am I doing? Got this. You got this. You got chop, and it looks like it's going to break one way or the other. It's untradeable. Just untradeable. Go ahead.
Okay, next one, MDTR.
MDTR. Again, this reminds me of Google a little bit, just kind of consolidating near the 100-day moving average right here. I don't like this. I wouldn't trade this right now. It's very, very choppy. There's no directional bias. I mean, the only thing I may consider doing this is doing a bull put spreads on this.
Okay.
Or maybe even an iron condor but I don't think this one has really good volatility. So that wouldn't work. Okay.
All right. Here's one. I'm not familiar with this one. AAOI.
Yeah, I'm familiar with this one. Yeah, it's a nice stock. Look at the volume today. I think it had this is an earnings reaction, so you can just day trade it, but volume is coming off.
Okay.
If it has another volume pop right here, maybe. Good volume. Overextended. So only for day trading.
Only for day trading, maybe a time spread down the road.
Not a time. No, because it already had earnings, so no time spread, and we can't do diagonal because it's not really just choppy. So
excuse me, I meant a diagonal. I'm sorry.
Diagonal,
Yeah,
maybe when it comes down. Maybe if it comes down the next couple of days, that would be ideal. Yeah.
All right. Next one, I think this is Carvana, CVNA.
Yeah. That looks like a nice downtrend right here. It looks like it's breaking down. It doesn't have good volume. That's the only thing. But intraday it does. This is not a bad trade. And this stock can move, so it's not a bad trend. Just be careful. You got a lot of stuff over here, so just be careful. And it's Friday, but I understand exactly what you're seeing right here, and I like it. You guys, nice little round here, good high volume candle. Whoever sees this actually understands exactly what I'm trying to explain. I like this, but it's just the timing may not be right. Maybe 2 hours ago. I don't know. Maybe if the volume was a little higher. Maybe if the SPY was doing something. It's just I don't like I like this, but I don't like anything else around it.
Next one, Merck, MRK.
That's a beauty right there. That's actually on my watch list right now. That's the second, third stock on my watch list right now. That's a beauty right now. I'm salivating all over it right now. I am. I really like this stock a lot.
Put a double asterisk on that one, folks.
It's a great look.
The next one would be Light, Lite. And let's say hi to Kane. Kane, thanks for joining us, bud.
There he is.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Glad to see you. We're just having some fun. Just having some fun on a Friday.
Okay, well, this one looks good.
Yeah, it looks really nice. I was about to say this one looks really nice. Actually, it looks so nice that I'm going to add it to my watch list and say thank you whoever posted it. Yeah, it's a very nice look. I like how it's bouncing off the 8-day right here. It's very nice. The only problem is it's expensive. Let me see how spready it is. Yeah, that's the problem. Everything is good except it's expensive and it's spready. But I do like how it looks. Okay, let's continue.
All right, next one, GLD.
GLD. This is interesting. This is gold, right? Yeah.
Yep.
It's a little gappier than I remember it being. I guess the black background really brings out the highlights. I like it. I like gold right now. I like how it's trending. I like how it's moving higher. I like gold. And I think gold has found Stacy's at this level right here. I think it found a balanced area right here for now. I don't think it's ready to go lower yet. I think it would have already done so. And with this uncertainty with the economy, how can you? I mean, anybody who thinks we have certainty right now needs to get their head examined. I mean, we don't know which way we're going right now, up or down. I'm talking fundamentally, like tariffs, no tariffs, Iran, no Iran.
Exactly.
One day we have AI disruptions. The next day we don't have AI disruptions. It's like, I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing, Kane. Banks are concerned about AI. Now I'm doing the whole AI thing. Banks are concerned because chip companies want to spend more money on their resources. It's a shock that technology is becoming more advanced. I mean, it's just a shock, I mean, nobody could see it coming 10 years ago, right? That robots would be here, that they're planning, that their budgets aren't moving fast enough.
That's funny. Yeah, I'd be concerned if they weren't spending on research.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said. I'd be concerned if they weren't spending. That's exactly what I said. I'm like, you're concerned because AI companies want to spend more money on doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing? That sounds like a good thing, not like a bad thing. I don't know what they're confused about, but they're confused about something. I don't know. One day they're confused, the next day they're not confused. The only thing they should be confused about is what they've been doing for the last 10 years.
So, Roger, once again, we're somewhat limited on time. We have time for 4 more tickers, guys.
All right.
And the next one is MTDR.
Matador. This is a nice stock. There are better. Look, I know what you're looking at. You're looking at energy stocks. Energy stocks are on fire right now. I like this stock. I really do. It's a great stock, but there are a couple that are better than this stock simply because there's so many of them running up right now, running away with the circus. But this is a nice stock and it's a great pattern. But I just think there's a few that are better than this, but this is a good one.
Nice one.
It's a good one. Yeah.
Next one, we have 3 more here, Roger. Marvell, MRVL.
I haven't looked at this one in a long time. This used to be a really hot stock,
Mm-hmm.
And not for a long time. And I could see why, because whenever you see, folks, a dead giveaway, when you see a bunch of moving averages going through price, that means the price is just not doing anything. You want price to be away from the running away from the moving averages, okay? And which is clearly not happening here.
Okay.
All right, let's continue.
2 more left. The next one is XLF.
Financial. This is an interesting one. Well, it looked like you wanted to go higher. Remember, I warned you that until we get above here, we're going to be in a problem, and we're basically puking everything we've gained in the last 2 days. So this is an A line to the downside right now. Mm-hmm. But again, my concern is, financials are not really fast-moving stocks. Okay. So just be careful here. But yeah, you can actually play this all the way down for about $1, maybe a little more here. My
Okay.
concern is volume. Intraday, it looks great, actually. This is a nice scalp right here. That's a scalp right here.
There you go.
That's a scalp right there.
And Roger, the last ticker for day, we would have gone through 25 of them today. So the 25th one is HAL, Halliburton.
HL.
HAL.
Yeah. Actually, this is one of the energy stocks that I had in mind when you guys were talking about when somebody just gave us the other one. Like, this is a cleaner stock right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cleaner stock. That's a much cleaner stock. It's just trending nicely. Just buy it every time it goes down to the 15, and then just sell it every time it comes up here. And you know what? I'll take a look at CVX. It looks exactly the same. That's what I was saying. I like that other stock you gave me a minute ago. I don't remember the ticker symbol, but there are better ones out there. That's all.
Sure. And so,
right.
and so we have Kane here, Roger, and it is 12:30, and we do have a special presentation lined up today. Like I said, folks, this is sort of an abbreviated VIP room today, but we've got a lot of information to cover.
Yes, and just heads up. The reason we're making it quicker is because this is the last time that Kane is doing it before he has his 2:00 getting started session. Kane has a getting started session. So if you guys haven't got in on this yet, this is going to be your last opportunity before he has a live trading session in exactly 90 minutes. So we have a very busy agenda today, and that's why I decided to cut. Now, you guys know I'm always bending over to give you guys as much value as possible, but we have a time crunch. So today, we're going to pivot and cut a little short to do this because we wanted to give everybody an opportunity to be in Kane's live class at noon.
At
2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock Eastern time. Sorry, again, it's Friday. Fridays are, it's Friday.
It's Friday. It's a crazy market. And for those of you that are with us here at YouTube, now's a great time to jump over to the Zoom room because we're going to stop streaming this presentation to YouTube. So it will only be here in our Zoom room. And Roger, I'm going to be stopping that feed in 3,